Alright. Hello. Let me know in the chat if all the audio was good today. And we're going to be playing a clan war of Psionic Aftermath versus CXMP. Alright, loading in. Mike Thor. Does that mean the audio is okay? I set the game audio pretty loud this time, so it shouldn't be as quiet as last time. In the top left corner, we have from Psionic Aftermath, the green Protoss Spartan. And in the bottom right is the red Terran from CXMP. It is Alex. Awesome Alex. Alright, this looks like a barracks gas out of Alex. Could be a 2-1-1. And a 1-gate oh, I think Awesome Alex is proxying. Only one gas on the way. So maybe it'll be a starport. If he takes the second gas, it'll definitely be a starport. Maybe it'll be like a 4-gate or a 3-gate robo though, because he's not even saturating this gas. We will have to find out. Oh, it's second gas on the way. That makes me think it is going to be a Stargate then. So, a nice little heart from Alex. The Spartan is going to come in, see a pretty standard build, and then put down his pylon. Cybercore on the way. He is now saturating 3 in each gas. So he has enough for a robo. But no, it looks like he is waiting for the Stargate. I think so at least. Oh, Adept first. And then it is the robo. And, oh my god. So close to scouting it, but Baby Rage never lucky from Awesome Alex. Alright, the Adept will be able to defend this Reaper, and it will die. Alright, so look. Oh, proxy double robo. Alright, I liked the proxy 3-gate robo. I don't like this, actually. This is probably one of the hardest builds that a Protoss can do. I can't think of anything more difficult to execute than this. He will delay this command center, using the probe to 2-shot it. That's nice. But Widow Mines will be out by the time this rush hits. He's getting a lot of pylons here. So definitely committed to this aggression. And this Adept will just barely escape. 4 health. It doesn't look like he's going for a prism though. Maybe he's just gonna try to push the front straight up with Immortals only, but against Marines with, I mean, Stim won't be even close to done. And he's getting a reactor. That makes me think it's going to be a lot of mines, but if he has an observer, Immortals outweigh... Oh no, he is going for the prism. This is going to be pretty hard for him to hold. But we're gonna... This is gonna just be a straight up micro battle. Gonna see how it goes. Alright, picks off an SCV. These adepts have been very good. It's gonna be very important that basically the Terran dies before this stim finishes. It's about halfway done now. So Spartan essentially has a minute to completely kill Alex. And looks like a hold position will make him lose quite a few of these Marines. It's going to come down to the micro picking up as soon as they lose their shields. But he's going to have to run away. He doesn't want to take too much health damage on these. The barriers will refresh. Oh. Nice micro. I like it. Oh. And, there we go. A nice quick victory for CX. A little bit of friendly banter coming out from the clan here. I think there are some fireworks outside my house. I don't know if the mic is picking that up, but I can certainly hear them. Are there game sounds? On OBS, it doesn't sound like it's picking up any game sounds. Odyssey. Alright, so as this is an all-kill, Spartan is going to be going up against Billy, I think. Yep. And it's going to be a PVZ. Personally, my favorite matchup. And it should be getting underway. If Spartan decides to ready up. Okay. Can you do shout out to Annie? I'm assuming he's talking to me. Big shout out to Annie, who I hope is watching. Not sure who you are, but Spartan is a fan. Alright, so PVZ on Odyssey. This is a bit of a small map, but pretty standard. I feel like a 2-base all-in would be pretty good on this map. Anyway, for CXMP, as the pink Zerg in the top left is going to be Billy. Those sick drones, I like it. And in the bottom right is the green Protoss spawning for CX Gaming. It is Spartan. Alright, looks like he's going for a wall off at the bottom with a nice fast 14 scout. Billy, he looks to be going for the 17 hatch. And will Spartan be fast enough to delay it while he's... Oh, if he sees... No. He was queued into the main anyway. But he will see the 17 hatch, which is a nice bit of information. Stream up... Oh my god. I do that all the time. I'm the worst. But looks like a pretty standard gate expand coming out of Spartan. He is looks like rallying into the gas. Yep. That's it. 19 Nexus, and then probably gonna go for a 20 Cybercore. And we'll see if this gets scouted. A very fast third base at the gold. If this does not get scouted and contested, then he can get a huge economic lead. But we're gonna have to see if Spartan can sniff it out. So far he has not. Has he seen it? Yes, he has. So Spartan has actually scouted this. Yeah, Spartan has scouted this. He's going for what? A fast robo? We don't see this very often in PVZ. Usually it's a Twilight Council first. We'll see what he goes for though. And the Twilight Council now coming down. So I would expect a DT drop, but I mean he won't have DTs for a while, right? Like the robo will be finished way before the Dark Shrine is even started. And nothing but drones on the production tab for Billy. Going up to 30 now. And he will start saturating this gold, which has a full 8 mineral patches, but they're all quite low. An Immortal Burst and a Stalker? Is this some sort of charge? No DTs. Okay, so if I was gonna guess what this build is, I think he's gonna throw down a ton of gate. Oh, he's pulling off gas. Okay, so this is just a charge lot all in. I expect he's gonna throw down a ton more gates. That is a fake Immortal. These will do presumably nothing. Yes. So he doesn't know this is... He sees these gates, but these are just normal gates. You know, okay. How many of those did he see? 3. And he's going up to 6 now. This is gonna be an 8 gate, right? So, he's gonna have Banelings. They won't have speed. Yeah, it is pretty funny. He took the gold base and has proceeded to put 0 drones on it. So, he's what? These are a lot of lings, and he doesn't have +1. So without +1, the Zealot's actually 3-shot. The mind games. The Zealot's actually 3-shot Zerglings, which is much, much worse than two-shotting. Like, it's obviously a massive difference. So we're gonna, I mean, is he gonna Bane Bust? It looks like it. Bane speed on the way. That is very important against actually anything. Slow banelings are pretty easy to counter. And this Zealot, I don't actually think that's a wall. Okay, now it is. He will warp in a few at depths, take care of it, and they will kill all these Zerglings before they get the core, right? Yeah, definitely. A lot of charge slots here. Neglecting to attack the gold base. Yeah, I think a little bit of a miss rally there. He clicked there instead of there. A spore coming out. It looks like Billy does not realize that this is a charge slot all-in. Otherwise, he would be putting down spines instead of spores. That is a ton of drones. 18, and he might even lose this hatch. Where are all of his Zerglings? Okay, so he has, let's look at the units tab right now. 29 Zerglings, 1 Baneling, and looks like 8 on the way. So that base is dead. The creep spread, it started, but it hasn't really continued. Obviously, Billy under quite a bit of pressure. Oh, actually, the Baneling's not connecting as well as they could have. And GG. Okay. Spartan, the all-in master right now. I didn't expect that to work so well. So as this is all kill, that does mean that Spartan will have to go all the way until he loses. He'll keep playing increasingly more difficult opponents. Looks like Spartan is popping into chat to give his support. And Billy is gone. I am now the party leader. It is their map choice. Okay, he said Dasan Station. That's pretty good. I like that. I'm a fan of this one. Alright. Abyssal Reef, Great Woodman. WCS Game Heart. Waiting for Prodigy. Alright. So it is Spartan versus who? Who's next? Nope. Hashtag protest. That's what I would call it, Sushi. Okay, in the bathroom. That should be fine. Spartan. Come on, Spartan. Come on, Spartan. Hey, you got Caesar dressing. Spartan, are you in chat and not ready in game? Hey, Jedi Zealot. I don't know if Spartan Federation is Spartan in-game. Hey, Jedi Zealot, are there no game sounds? Okay. Cause, it's not picking up anything on OBS. Alright, well, we are gonna hop into Abyssal Reef for a Protoss versus Terran. I doubt that Spartan is gonna do the same Immortal Rush that he did the first game, since Nude was watching those games. But I suppose we will see. So in the blue, spawning for CXMP, in the top left position is Terran. It is Nude. And in the bottom right, spawning for Psionic Aftermath, as the red Protoss, it is Spartan. Alright, so far, looks like no gas first out of Nude. Can't believe I forgot the overlay again. Like, eventually, I'm gonna remember it, or I'm just gonna switch to automatic scene switcher on OBS. Probably should have, but I just have this feeling that it won't work. Anyway, a pretty standard build out of Spartan right here. Gate gas. But, oh, he is scouting for proxies of his own. Although, that is not what Nude is choosing. He's going for a straight up build. Looks like he's gonna get that nice fast expand. Sorry for the no game sounds. I don't know how to fix that, but I'm sure it eventually, I'll try to fix it after this game. So Spartan really scouting for any proxies. He will not find one, as one does not exist. Alright, looks like a 19 expand, 20 core out of Spartan. I don't like this pylon. It will, I mean, it'll scout a drop, I suppose, but, I mean, he can't, like, that overcharge will be useless, right? Like, if it was here, like it normally is, that would be more useful for defense. Spartan will get a full scout, but the Marine before reactor will drive away the probe. Did he kill it? He did. This adept, oh, that's not an adept. This adept, which is now on the way, will chase away this Reaper, but already getting one probe. Make that 2. Yep, he does get it. And he also will likely escape. Yep, he can just hop right down now. This is a pretty good Reaper map. Because you have this entrance. You can come from this angle or this angle. Hit the natural. double adapt on a Spartan. And the mothership core is on the way. A robotics bay first, but this time in his base. A bunker. As Spartan has done nothing but cheese this entire time. This is a reasonable precaution to take from noon. Looks like a Widowmine drop will be his choice of harassment this game, but he will probably be going bio. He is pumping out double Marines. This mothership core, actually, if he Widowmine drops the main, that's just impossible to defend, right? Like, he only has one overcharge, which is right here. Jedi Zealot, thank you for the bits, my man. And he does use the overcharge to kill the Reaper. Alright, he, very fast gas out of noon. So it is a Colossus rush. Now, let's see. Okay. So, this is just a mistake from Spartan. He has made no observers. So he is... Oh, is he going Disruptor drop? He must be, right? Like, there's no other reason why you get a Prism off one gate. And... actually, Spartan is very lucky that Noon is not going for the Widowmine drop. Or at least, he is. But I think he will be. He's getting the, Widowmine now. But this could just be a game-ending push right now. Like, Spartan is going for the Disruptor drop off of pretty much no units. I mean, this pylon will help with this push, but he does not have an observer. He's going to need the sickest Disruptor shots ever. And if he's not in position, like, he could force field off, and that would be pretty nice. That would buy him time. But, like, his army is in the main. Will he bait? Oh, that's nice. He baits out the Widowmine shot. With that Phoenix, the Prism does go down, but that doesn't really matter. He needs this Disruptor right now. We're gonna see how the hit is. Ooh, a big hit on the sentries. He will kill none of the Marines. That's unfortunate. But the sentry attack, as well as the mothership core, will be enough to clean these up. He's now gonna have to use the Disruptors to kill the Widowmines. They do leave an impression on the ground, so we will be able to see them. This is only hope right now. Fortunately, he has lost no probes, and so he is ahead. I stand corrected. He has lost 11 probes, and he is quite behind. And the very... oh my god. Oh. Oh, that feels bad. Can he hit this one? Yes. Taking off a nice chunk of shields from his Nexus as well. The Observer now coming out. This Disruptor still not on cooldown. Okay. He hits it. Nice. He needs to get these probes back to mining, they say. Third base, about halfway done for a nude. This drop coming out, 8 millions. Spartan still has pretty much no units. He's going for the Disruptor drop. Stim isn't done, so he's sort of lucky there, but oh man, this is so greedy. Oh, the slow whooping. No, not like this. Can I get some not like this in chat, please? Yeah. This is not looking good. The double robo. What? And the drop in the natural at the same time. This is some pretty good Terran play right here. 5. That's nice. The 2 prisms. Each one has its own Disruptor. This drop coming in. Storm on the way. This is so greedy. Like, I can't. the units can just pick up. Like, this Widow Mine is gonna come off of cooldown. Oh my god. That's it, right? Like, I think that's just GG. He doesn't even have anything that shoots up. Like, he can't kill these medevacs. He doesn't have any production, because all but one gate has been depowered. I mean, he has Storm on the way, but he can't afford High Templar. Okay, he kills the Widow Mine. Okay, yeah. GG, right? Like, there's no disruptor shot which can possibly win the game. Oh my god, that's a huge one, but it will not be enough. It looks like a disruptor drop went down, killing 10 workers on the other side, but that's not really a factor, right? Like, he's down to 17 workers. A storm on nothing. A big whiff there, considering he only had one. He's going for super technical. Oh, the miss again. Yeah, this is it, right? Random units in the warp prism. I don't know why. I mean, just if we do the classic, look at the supply, I think we can get a reasonable assumption of who's gonna win this game. A drop. Honestly, he can just push up the front. Like, there's only one disruptor. The Viking, a nice touch. Although, overkill at this point. A lot of F2ing, yeah, by Spartan. I mean, that's not the worst disruptor shot, but that's a pretty nice one as well. But like, it's disruptors are support units, right? Like the spellcasters, they cannot actually fight. And GG. Alright, you leave after you say GG, Spartan. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can get that game working. Audio output is currently 0. See if that fixes it. I changed the source. Okay, our next player is... Ooh, let me just check that. Our next player is OFE. Alright, let's see if he is in the chat channel. No. Okay. Let's check if he knows what OFE is. Switch that overlay over. Right. 8, so it will be... Well, just waiting on a map pick here. He is in the party. Goes for Catalina. WCS Game Hunt. So I'm having a little bit of sound trouble, not the end of the world. I can still cast without it, but it is nice to have it. And we are ready to go. Gotta hop in the game on Catalina. Alright, switched over the overlay. In the, like, 9 o'clock position. Spawning is the blue talent for CXMP. It is nude. And the red Zerg for Psionic Aftermath. It is OFE in the 5 o'clock position. Look like we're gonna see if nude goes for gas first. Doesn't look like it. In fact, CC first? Alright, he's taking advantage of the fact that it's a 3-player map. And he doesn't know this, but Orphe has scouted the wrong direction. So he's gonna go for a CC first. I mean, this is the greediest build a Terran can do, right? Want to see if he follows it up with the 3-1-1, the 3 barracks after, or the 1-1-1. Oh, the 1-1-1 would be super greedy, because he would have very few units and a lot of economy. He's now scouting. And he will... He's the lucky guy. His opponent will scout last, and he will scout first. And it does look like he's going for the super greedy 1-1-1 variation. Although I really should have gotten this gas before barracks. if he was going to do that, his factory is going to be a little bit slower now. Alright, pulling off gas is OFE. Queen on the way from both hatcheries. A bunker on the low ground for safety, has still no extra production for nude. Going for the double orbital. This is so greedy. Like, I can't. It's so greedy. He has so few units, so little production. His economy, it's gonna be really good. The worker count, it looks in favor of OFE now. That's just sort of because of the way that Zerg works. Does look like he's getting a good read on this though, making 0 Zerglings as there will not be a Reaper. What? Double fat? Oh, so looks like what Nude wants to do is go CC first into double factory mech. This might be a Cyclone Hellion push, or yeah, it's just gonna be straight up tank turtleneck. Maybe some Thor drop for some harassment. Definitely some Hellion run-bys. This barracks is probably gonna get lifted, and the reactor is probably gonna pump out Hellions. Nope, double tech lab. Okay, so OFE, he's gonna scout this. He sees everything. And this should tell him that this is, like, pretty hardcore mech. He's seeing the bunker. He doesn't know what to CC first, but he does see the expansion. He will see the tank pop out of this. Overlord speed is on the way, although really he could not ask for more scouting. He does see everything he's doing. Third base finishing now for OFE. He is droning up pretty hard. He has made almost 0 attacking units, which is a good call, because Nude is not going to be attacking anytime soon. He will eventually move out with his army, but OFE has plenty of time to get upgrades, lots of gas. He's getting the Roach one. He'll probably go for like Roach, Hydra, Viper, maybe some Swarm hosts. Those are always fun. I love this Queen skin, especially in red. It's so sick. Alright, still a starport on the way. He's going for melee. That's interesting, because it does look like he's going for 10 drones on the way. Yeah, if a Zerg has no pressure on them, this is what they can do. Pretty much 0 army, except for Queens, which are just a spread, creep, and inject, and a ton of drones. No third base on the way yet. Thors and Liberators and +1 ground mech attack is on the way. A Baneling nest. This is a questionable decision, right? Because Banelings, not very effective against tanks and Thors. He is pumping out double Marines, but like, he doesn't even have stim on the way. These are just like bunker Marines. They're just gonna sit at home on the bunker, eating potato chips until one day they have to pick up their gun, shoot out at a couple of Zerglings, and then go back to eating their chips. They are now leaving. It looks like he's pushing out. OFE will scout this. And yep, nothing but units now on the way. With no stim, these Marines will actually do surprisingly little against 1-1 Zerglings. And he will fortunately have 1-1 by the time this attack hits, and he'll probably be able to take it on creep, but this nice high ground, he doesn't have any medefacts, so he can't elevate her up. But he will be able to take the high ground with these tanks in a very dangerous position. He will not be able to hold this base. This is very ambitious. Yeah, it's just sending that drone to take this farther away base. Overload's going down. Fortunately, not supply blocked for OFE. That could be troublesome if he didn't have enough units to deal with this. No Baneling's morphing, a scan going down. So, I mean, he's not gonna break this ramp, right? And drones on the way. That's not what you need. Nothing but units right now. Should be on the way for OFE. This is, I mean, he's up 10 workers, a bit more, and he's going up to 4 bases. Well, the 3rd base is just now completed. I mean, with these tanks, sort of just, I mean, he's gonna need an overwhelming amount of Zerglings, just sort of flood onto them, make sure that the friendly fire is used in OFE's advantage. 12 overloads now on the way. He was supply blocked there. He's way down in army supply. He needs a lot of units right now. Oh, the splash, damn it. Is that it? Is that just GG? Like, yep. Alright, so OFE, he was being very greedy, getting ahead in economy. And that worked for a while, but he got shut down once the push came. He got a little bit too greedy. So, just get our next player in here. It will be Rescue. People, apparently those ping, I don't think that's an issue with too many people in the lobby. Maybe though. I'm now looking for Rescue. Yes. Wait, what? Where is? Oh God, I have so many chat channels. We are waiting on Rescue for our next match. Alright, we're just gonna be on a little bit of a break. When we come back, we're gonna be resuming this clan war. It is now tied up 2-2. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alright, we are back, and should be getting into game. Sorry about that, a little bit of a delay. Wait, still sorting out those maps. So, Acolyte will be our next map. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Acolyte, wait, mod, WCS, good, game art. Alright, so it will be a PVT on Acolyte. Oh, spawning in the top right corner. For CXMP, it is the Blue Terran Nude. And in the bottom left is the red Protoss for Psionic Aftermath. It is Snoopy. Alright, so this map, we saw Nude go for a command center first, and yeah, just based on the way this SCV is rallied, I'm gonna say that will be the case again. Yep. And this is the best map for it. Like, this ramp defends this pretty well. You get, and with this choke point, with this high ground to put tanks on, like, Talon essentially gets 3 free bases. Oh my god, the overlay. So sick. But Snoopy going for a standard gate gas. Expand, yep. Leaving 2 in yes. Alright. So, we'll see if Nude will mech again. I don't know if Snoopy had watched the last game, but it does look like the exact same thing. Mech, most Terrans agree that it is much harder to pull off against Protoss than Zerg. And Nude would scout this as well. Yeah, going for the double racks this time? Maybe he'll make it 3 racks. I don't know. I doubt... Oh, that's unfortunate. Look away for all the Protoss fans. Oh, that was a nice little bit of micro from Nude. I very much doubt that Nude is gonna attempt to mech against Protoss. It doesn't work well. Just, you get Immortals, you get Charge Lots, maybe some Void Rays if you're feeling a little bit spicy, and then you're good to go. But it does not look like that. It looks like a 2 racks with stim first. Alright, a little bit odd. Should see a reactor come down pretty quickly. Stim, of course, useless if there are no Marines to use it. Still no reactor, which is a bit weird. It definitely needs that Marine production to make use of it. Right, no gases on the natural yet, but I expect they'll come down pretty soon as the robotics bay is already finished up. Yep, gas on the natural. I expect we'll get the other one as well. We'll see if this is disruptor drop or, I mean, that warp prism pretty much confirms it's disruptor drop. Right, okay, so, unfortunately, super supply blocked is new. Supply depot just starting, And he will make that too. And very unfortunate, we'll have to supply drop. As Terran, supply blocks are just brutal. Because like, as Zerg or Protoss, you can just make a bunch of units as soon as the supply block ends, but with Terran production, just, it's terrible. Alright, so the mothership core now out, delayed pretty much against the Nexus first. You don't need that for a while. The disruptor drop is headed out. Does he already? Where is that prism now? It is heading out with the disruptor. Stim about to finish. +1 on the way. Still though, if we look at the Marine count, only 9. Definitely a little bit low. This missile turret coming up, he probably saw the observer and didn't feel like scanning. I wonder if Snoopy, he definitely saw it there. He will see this move out, drop his own disruptor, see what the hit is. 1. Okay. That's significant because there was a mine drop which did 7 worth. You definitely misclicked there, not sending it deep enough. Lag? What server are we on? What? We're on Australia. Actually, I'm at 250 megabytes of ping. Ping will be brutal for both the players. Six more probes going down, but 6 SCVs this time with the disruptor drop. Very well done. A cannon now on the way. I think it'll fire again before the cannon finishes though. Yeah, definitely. This is a value mine drop. Does he have an observer? Check the units tab. 1, but it's across the map. That's unfortunate. +1 now on the way. He is evacuating. Nice split. The cannon will finish. He'll get detection. And an overcharge will finish that off. Did he start detection in the main? He did not. Jesus, this is brutal. Because if you're going for Colossus, right? You you don't want to be producing observers. I mean, in this case you have to, but like you want to be producing those money units that those nice Colossi. 3 more probes going down, 3 more SCVs, going down from this disruptor drop. He's not yet lost it with that. So close from Snoopy. Need some real good lib placement. This will be a tough fight. If we look at the units tab right now, it is 21 Marines, 2 Martyrs, 1 Liberator against 2 Colossi, 5 Adepts, 5 Stalkers. The probe count, like the worker count, Snoopy is up 20 workers. Has Nude just been like slacking on his SCV production? Alright, diving on top, trying to get that Colossus, will not get it. This Liberator, he can't, it'll hurt if he shades on top, but, this Mothership core should overcharge. No. There we go, it's a little bit late. He does have enough for a second one just now, but that will be enough, and this is held. Yeah, and I think, Nude is pretty screwed from this point. definitely behind. Twilight Council now on the way. Very late, as is customary with fast Colossus styles. This Observer, chilling out. Looking from the shadows. Seeing all it can. He is going for a blink. 9 stalkers have been warped in. 63 workers. That is a healthy count compared to the 48 of noon. And looks like Snoopy is going to push across. Templar Archives on the way, which is going to lead to a nice storm. 25 millions, 3 marauders, 1 tank. Not set up on the high ground. Oh, he's pushing out. Yeah, this is bad. The forces the stem right away. The Colossus catching up, lagging behind a bit. They are slow units. Looks like he's going to try to go around. If there's a 4th base, he could pressure it, but he's actually just going to take the 4th base here on location. 4th base coming down more spread out for Snoopy. Is this Disruptor drop still chilling? No, this is a new prison. Reinforcing with Adepts. Look at the production tab. Storm, Blink, +1 armor on the way, as well as a bunch of pylons to remedy that splat luck. No armor on the way. Bit of a... I don't know if that's intentional, but based on the money, probably a bit of a mistake. But here's microing pretty intensely here. Nice shade in with the Adepts. Will draw the friendly tank fire. And Blink is not done, but he doesn't need it. He can just, he doesn't need to teleport. He can just walk in. There's not much that Nude can do about it. This Liberator is nice, but, I mean, it's almost out of health now. That is not how the SCVs wanted to run. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just lining up for those Colossus. The Adept checking. No base there. Based on the way the SCVs were running, I think Snoopy should probably try to poke in here. A bunch of sentries. Chilling out. Probably warped in from that prism. Although they have pretty high energy. Probably old. That drop, it did cancel the 4th. That is significant. But, I mean, the worker count tells the tale, right? Some nice force fields to shave off. Bit of bio. Planetary on the way, but there's no way Snoopy is going to let that finish. Maybe with this positioning, though, some good oh, that's bad luck. Flying his medevacs right over the army. Bit of a mistake there. He could see that as it was killing his base right there. Obviously can't do everything at once though. Another Colossus joining the fray. He has a bunch of High Templar just chilling at home with... I mean, he just warped them in. They don't have Storm yet. Planetary Fortress yet again on the way. See if that works. Try to. Some of these Colossus just sort of being independent. Yep. Now Snoopy, he's gonna rein in his army. He is almost maxed out with... Where does Prism go? Oh, it looks like it was picked off. But with the Prism on the way, a few forward warp-ins will max him out quite nicely. He has 7 High Templar, so by now probably about 7 Storms. He might get a few more, depending on how long he waits. Oh, Archon on the way, so that's only going to be 5 Storms. But still, 5 Storms is plenty with this very marine-heavy army. No Stargate or anything on the way to deal with this ton of Liberators. Also no Liberator range, although we might get that on that starport. A ballsy drop out of Nude. 2 will go down. He's actually lucky that the 3rd didn't as well. That was strong. This High Templar could feedback, kill that medevac. Swooping around with this Warp Prism. Yep, he is now maxed out. 2 Stargates on the way. Probably will get a Fleet Beacon and get Tempests to deal with this, Mass Liberator play. And now Ghost Academy on the way. Any ghosts yet? Nope, no ghosts. And none in production. 3, or at least +3 weapons almost done for the Terran as +2 attack. Oh, 2/2 is nearly finished. For Snoopy, he will fight before that though. Some nice storms on these chunks of Liberators. Will he have enough just raw Stalkers to just fight this straight up? No. Now he will. With a nice warp in. That should be GG, right? Just pretty much no units left for a nude. Probably doesn't want to fight that planetary. He has not quite 1 storm left on that High Templar. More High Templar on the way, some Zealots, and there we go. The High Templar, unfortunately, moving to its death. But there we go. GG for Snoopy. Okay. That is, Snoopy will be moving on. Swagger in the chat? Yeah, it looks like Swagger and Sushi having a bit of a chat in the chat. That was awkward. Where are you from, by the way? They think I'm Canadian. That's that's actually a very common response. A lot of people think I'm Canadian. But I am from Boston. Alright, so we should have the next game underway quite soon. There's a lot of French people in Canada. Canada. Huh. Yeah, Boston accent sounded familiar. Alright, the next player is Ramos. Looks like he's the lead of the clan war for CXMP. Now, something I should, Mech Depot. Okay. waiting for Ramos to get ready. Alright, so we are going to be playing on Mech Depot. It's a bit of a weird map. Although the map shouldn't come too much into play, it is going to be a PvP. In the top right, as the blue Protoss. For CXMP, it is Ramos. And in the bottom left corner, for Psyx, as the red Protoss, it is Snoopy. Nice early 14 scout? Is that? Oh. No, that is not a 14 scout. That is a cannon rush scout. Alright, Ramos should see this and be very suspicious. If he noticed that the probe bumped in, he should be sending a probe out right now to check for pylons. PvP, obviously a very good matchup. Okay, so no reaction from Ramos. He didn't notice. And, yeah, this is pretty bad. 2 cannons up, and yeah. No vision, the cyber core going down now. What will be very important is if he can... What? Oh, okay. So his scout saw the forge across the map. He immediately pulled all of his probes, 2 pylons coming down to reduce the surface area on the cannons. And GG. Alright. That was quick. And so quick that I didn't even get time to change my overlay. God, the overlay, man. Oh. Yeah, okay. So, the enemy, or the, it seems like the leader of the clan war for the opposing team left. Alright, he wants back in. He was a little bit salty about being cannon rushed, as I think we can all relate to. Anyone who has been successfully cannon rushed on the ladder, do usually feel a little bit salty. I believe it is now 4-2 for Psionic Aftermath. It is an all kill, so we're just gonna keep going until there's no one left. Alright, we'll be jumping into our last series. We've gone through all the maps. So, actually we can just start over. Oh no. Interloper is the only one left. Oh, hello Daunted. Glad you can join us. It is the War of the Hearts right now. In chat, until Daunted, of course, beats all of us and throws out a potato. That's actually, I'm assuming that's Insane Guy, who's doing the Psionic Aftermath in chat. That is a sick bleeding heart. Fear the mighty spot. I do. Alright, actually, Vivid, he did a little bit of a drone split, made a bit of a mistake having a few drones idle. It's always a bit funny. In the bottom right corner, as the blue Zerg, it is Vivid for CXMP. And in the top left corner, from PsyX, it is Snoopy. Right, so, I think the, servers might be wrong. He is counting for the Cannon Rush. Oh, he's from Australia. I mean, that's still pretty bad, but I don't know where Snoopy is from. He probably has better ping than, Vivid right now. It's a bit unfortunate, but that is sort of what happens for online events such as this. Alright, so a standard hatch gas pool out of Snoopy and Vivid, I mean, and a pretty standard gate expand out of Snoopy. Adept on the way. This is a pretty small map, so I would expect him to start a mothership core pretty quickly, but he might delay it. Yeah, it looks like he will choose to delay it. Kidding. Oh no, he is queuing it up. So, actually, this is interesting. Vivid has not pulled off gas. probably. So he might be going for like a Ling drop. He has Pneumaticized Carapace on the way. He has speed on the way. Maybe he'll get a Baneling Nest. He does have this extra gas. Yep, that looks like drop play to me. So speed both for Overlords and Zerglings is just now finishing. Maybe he's gonna get go for like a +1 Ling Flood. Yeah, I think that's probably what's on the menu. He might get a Bane Nest behind it, but I think that's gonna start +1. Yep, and then 2 Overlords started, one here, one here. I mean, if he... Good by Snoopy having a patrolling over Stalker, but it doesn't quite cover it. If he has a big enough elevator... No, it doesn't look like he's going for the elevator. Just the fast drop. The Stalker will not be enough to kill the Overlord. This Sentry quite exposed. It's a very expensive unit, will get picked off. This Adept will probably die as well. In the natural, 8 Lings being dropped, 4 probes already gone down. The overcharge will drive them away though. You'll pick them up, probably drop them back in the main. 2 Adepts on the way. And with the overcharge, that should be plenty. This Overlord will not go down. But this aggression is not over. The wall was left open. Oh, if he gets that pylon, that's a ton of production shut down. Doesn't look like he's gonna commit to it though. The worker count pretty even. A good force field on the way up, that's gonna be important. But his production is in the natural anyway. More probes being picked off at the natural. The Mothership Core attacking the Nexus by mistake. How many more Lings are? Only 1. Pretty much all the Zerglings died though. +1. It's not finished, but sort of interesting that he went for +1 and then is now switching into Roaches. So by the time this +1 will be done, all the Zerglings will be dead and it will be nothing but Roaches left. A layer is on the way. That'll be important if he gets detection, because these DTs, these DTs, he'll probably drop them, but he might just try to go. Nope, he's morphing them into an Archon. I think he's scared of more aggression. Rightfully so. Not any more workers have come out from Vivid. It's now going to be slow Roaches, which he's going to yet again drop into the main. Thermal Gateways on the way. A Robo. Let's hope that's an Immortal coming out. 13 drones now on the way. This is the power of Zerg, right? They can all in and then skyrocket in workers. And he's running circles around the army. Only 3 Adepts, but that should be enough to hold off these 2 Roaches at least for a while. He scouts that there's no third. Vivid now up to 52 drones. +1 attack. Roach speed probably should be on the way if it's not already done. It's not. Hydra's on the way. DTs are not even being attempted. He's just going straight for the Archons. Looks like he will go for an Archon drop. Although maybe not. He may just take his army and say, I killed a lot of army. Oh, but buying time is Vivid. Dropping out 2 Roaches. Just keeping this army at home as long as possible. It looks like Snoopy will opt for the Archon drop. He, nope, he won't just push out. So, that's weird. +1 air weapons with no Stargate. That may be a misclick, or maybe a plan into the future. I'm not quite sure. DT is being warped in. Looks like more Archons will be the ticket. No charge for these zealots, and he will have to walk through these rocks, which means Vivid will have plenty of scouting information, and I don't think that I don't think that Snoopy is gonna be able to break this. Like, look at the amount of Roach Hydra with this sick concave. I mean, with no charge trying to attack into that, the force fields are okay, but with no immortals? I mean, immortals are just, they're the clutch unit against Zerg. The roaches, right? He's gonna try to transition and put down a third. Unfortunately, this Overlord will, stop that. The Robo Bay on the way. I love this. This one Overlord just keeping so many units at home. And now that Snoopy has been forced to retreat, Vivid will go sort of on... He thought about going on the offensive. But this Archon drop at home, forcing the worker pull, will at least make some roaches come home to deal with that. Does he have speed? He does. Speed oh, that's big. He just lost his Archon drop. He's pretty behind on economy. He's behind in army. I mean, 70 supply ahead is Vivid. This is not looking good for Snoopy. He has one immortal? Is there a... Oh, this is actually important. Is there an observer? An overseer, I mean. Not with this army. So the DTs will be very strong defensively, as... Where is the nearest overseer? There are no overseers for Vivid. Not sure... Oh, he just morphed one. Very good call.
Carrier has arrived.
Thank you for the follow. It's Axe. The people in chat talking about these sexy Darkons with the red skin. They look sick, right? Oh, the DT won by. These DTs, if they weren't invisible, would also look super sick. Swarm Host now on the way. Definitely not what I expected. He should lose these DTs. A bunch of spines on the way. Yeah, he will lose these DTs. Maybe? I mean, he should, right? Oh, but the distraction DTs will allow a bunch of army from Snoopy in. He force fields off. But Locusts don't respect force fields. And no, those 8 Locusts will not be the ticket. Third base just now started. Oh, it's not a full force field. Just a few units being able to slip through. And this army is now cornered. He got into the main. But, yeah, GG. Vivid. So, Snoopy is now out. Rescue is in. And there we go. Rescue is now in. It is... Rescue's map pick. Now we've gone through all of them.
Carrier has arrived.
Oh, thanks for the follow. Away you woo. I can't pronounce your name, but it's beautiful.
Carrier has arrived.
Don Zud. Thank you for the follow, my man. We should get this next game underway. Catalina. Nah, that's not English. Swagger is back. We all missed you. Alright. In game, it is gonna be a ZVZ. Alright, in the 1 o'clock position, spawning as green Zug. For Psionic Aftermath, it is Rescue. And in the 5 o'clock for CXMP, it is the Red Zug Vivid. Alright, so far mirrored builds. The only difference is that Rescue has far spikier drones than Vivid. Vivid playing it safe with a 17 pool, which I'm assuming will follow up with just a hatch. Yep. So this is probably gonna favor Rescue. This pool is a safety pool. He does, of course, have more aggressive potential than if he went for a 17 hatch, but still not a ton. Rescue will even actually have the gas before him, so his speed will finish earlier. Assuming this pool is on time, which I think it is. And Rescue winning the scouting. He will scout first. Actually, so will Vivid. So they're both gonna get an idea. They're both going for... Okay. They are not going for mirrored builds. There is no speed on the way. Vivid is going for a roach rush. This is actually a pretty small rush distance. Like, it's a 3-player map, so it's harder to cheese, but once you know the positions, like, it's not hard to get across the map. And let's see if Rescue saw it. No, he did not see anything, and he will even lose the overlord. A little bit of Ling action coming in, but neither side have speed, so sort of hard for them to get damage done. Of course, Vivid will never have speed. 4 drones on the way, so not super all in, but still, like, pretty all in. Baneling Nest, that will do nothing. Roaches take forever to kill with Banelings. I mean, alright, the way that I'm looking at it right now is that, Rescue, he needs to, like, get a ton of Lings with speed, which he already has, and just overwhelm. Because roaches, once they're surrounded, they are not very good against Lings, especially without +1. They actually take 3 shots to kill a Ling. Once they have +1, they 2-shot them. But that, I mean, 3 shots to 2 is a massive difference. Rescue looking to push the issue. How many Lings did he have? 21 against 7 roaches. But pretty good positioning on the ramp. He can just fight this though. Like, Vivid has enough roaches. Roach 1 on the way. So it's the 3rd base. So if he can survive, get up to his own roaches, he'll be ahead in economy. Because the 3rd base is so late from Vivid. But that's the question, can he survive? Vivid will obviously have more roaches. Speed now on the way for Vivid. But he hasn't gotten any damage done. In fact, this sort of Zergling clump is keeping him at home. If he moves out, he can take a lot of damage. And Roach is now on the way. Hive, actually faster for Rescue. Extra gas on the way for Vivid. Is this 2-base meter? I mean, that's gotta be the only way, right? Like, he's behind in economy. I mean, an Evo chamber. If he's going for upgrades, he's probably not going 2-base meter. But he has a ton of gas income. More than he probably needs. Assuming he's just gonna stick on Roach Tech. Rescue, actually down on workers, but pretty even on income. It's because the workers are more in gas for Vivid. Roach speed starting at the same time, +1 way earlier for Vivid. Is there even an Evo chamber? There is an Evo chamber, but he hasn't started +1 yet. He will once he has the gas. Now mining equal amounts of gas. Rescue, of course, ahead on production. And what is Vivid doing? Like, he's staying on 3-base for so long. I mean, he's gonna... Oh, can he get this cancel? I mean, it'll go down. Yeah, the hatch will go down. And Vivid, he put down the hatch. Now he wants to pressure. I don't think it's gonna work out though. If he overextends, let's look at the unit count. It's 10 Lings, 18 Roach against 24 Roaches. Oh, and he's morphing them into Ravagers. 6 Ravagers on the way. Roach speed will be done for both sides. And he's dragging Vivid back. This is important. delaying this attack. He knows he's ahead. I mean, they're pretty even on workers, but the third base... oh my god, he ate a ton of corrosive bile. That's big. +1 attack just about to finish. He's gonna have a pretty sick concave. +1 attack. It's just a little bit on the way. I mean, he needs to go now. Like with these roaches that are rallying out just now, the unit count...
auxiliary mining units activated.
daunted. Thank you very much for that $15. This is a sick game, certainly worthy of it. Alright, both of these players have now been knocked down to 2 base. The second base being cancelled by a Zergling one by Rescue, while a straight out kill for Vivid. But Rescue is now ahead on the army. And with this nice concave, as long as he dodges the biles reasonably well, which he will, yeah. Looks like Vivid is gonna lose Ravagers now, which is always bad. Ravagers, as any Zerg player knows, are super expensive. Third base not being retaken. Looks like both of these units, no more drones coming out, only roaches. Yet again, Rescue winning the skin game. More skins, more wins. +2 started, +1 has now finished for Rescue. So they were even on upgrades. Rescue is up 12 roaches. Down 4 Ravagers, but I think the 12 roaches are more important. Will he get this cancelled? No. But he will scout it. And that might motivate him to say, alright, you've taken your third faster than me. You killed my third, I'm gonna kill your third. See if he gets it. Vivid, almost killing his own overlord. Does miss it though, unfortunately.
Carrier has arrived.
Pliquin, thanks for the follow, my man. A nice counterattack, but a few units here. We'll be able to clean that out. Both of these guys just taking out each other's overlords. It does take 4 biles hitting to kill it. And there it is. Vivid with the transition tech. He's going into Spire. I feel like Rescue, just, I mean, if you look at the worker count, he's so ahead. The income.
Carrier has arrived.
He tells the tale. Good guy. There are not enough vowels in that name. Thanks for the follow. And Rescue, he is down in units by how much? Not much. I mean, with this massive economy lead, he just needs to pump roaches now. And as soon as the Spire is done, mutas. Because it's going to be mutas versus mutas. So, 10 mutas versus 9 mutas. The 9 mutas die, and like 1 muta dies from the other player. You definitely need overwhelming numbers in a muta versus muta battle. And Rescue is now taking this fight. Half the army is not fighting. A lot of damage will get done. Just no workers from Vivid. The income is so far ahead for Rescue. It's almost double now that the main is mining out. 6 mutas on the way for rescue. 4 plus the 8 out. So what are the totals gonna come out to? Rescue at this point should probably make nothing but mutas. If he can win this ground fight though, that's big. 4 mutas now on the way. I mean, these mutas are gonna lose, so now the unit count is 10 mutas to 0. That could be it, right? If rescue does not have the gas to make an overwhelming amount of mutas. Rescue, he took a good trade with the roaches. I think he can kill this third. Like, the mutas, they don't do a lot of damage to roaches because of the high armor. And some beautiful corrosive biles. No, he will not be able to kill that. Miscalculation by mine. Spore in every base now. +1 attack. 14 Hydralisks. He needs the Hydra speed as well. Unfortunate that he went for this Spire. He did invest some into the mutas, but oh, this is a lot of mutas. 14. So 14 versus 14 Hydras. If for some reason these guys just A-move, but no, they're not gonna fight clumped up. But actually the upgrade's far superior for the Hydras. We'll give him a nice edge. +1 air attack on the way. He's now reinvesting.
Carrier has arrived.
Not Zodak Allen, thank you for the follow. Man, those notifications, they are extremely loud.
Carrier has arrived.
Mr. Sinister, GT1. Thank you very much for the follow. Flyer Attacks 1 is finishing up. Ling Roach. That's what's on the table. If that's for Infestors, I like it. If it's for Hive, I mean, does he go Ultras? Like, Ultralisks? I wouldn't mind them. I never see him in PvP. ZVZ, I mean. But I would not mind them at all. Alright, so... This is a lot of mutas. Once Hydra's speed is done, though, that'll be a big difference. 7 more mutas on the way. 3 Infestors. Now, if you have not seen the beauty of a chain fungal on a bunch of clumped up mutas, I hope you will get to today. Because it is beautiful. This base is probably gonna have to be cancelled. Yep. But these Infestors will be big lurkers. That's an interesting choice. Mutas do not get hit by lurkers, but roaches and lings get absolutely decimated by them.
Carrier has arrived.
Daniel Lokes 13, thank you very much for the follow. There's no burrow on the way, so we cannot burrow these Infestors.
Carrier has arrived.
And Spore Crawlers, of course, do 20 billion damage to mutas. But he's gonna cancel the Lurker down. That's a big deal.
Carrier has arrived.
The follow train. Thank you, GMCFD. Fungal on a bunch of lings. Actually, it almost one-shots it. That's crazy. But without the burrow, it's actually super exposed. The Hydra then got picked off. That's very important. If we look at the income now, Rescue has almost none. I think it would have been kind of cool if Rescue had said, you know what, I have a better economy. I'm going to mine as much gas as possible, and then I'm going to get more mutas than you. That has not happened though. Now there are a ton of banelings.
Carrier has arrived.
He'll need a baneling connecting with the roaches. They really wanted to hit those hydras. But, I mean, in large enough numbers, hydras, yeah, gee. Hydras do not actually counter mutas when the mutas are in high enough numbers. So now, we have found ourselves in a 4-all tie. And now the man who has been blazing it up in chat, who has been supporting this stream the whole way, will now have his chance to shine. It will be Swagger. Do I not have you as a friend, Swagger?
Carrier has arrived.
Thank you for all the follows. Storm Cloud Rains. Storm clouds do usually rain.
Carrier has arrived.
Longest name on Twitch. Ha ha ha. Well, it is a pretty long name. Pretty easy to say though, since it is just English. Yeah, I don't actually have Swagger as a friend. That's unfortunate. Oh, there we go. Hey, Swagger. I hope you want to win. Swag. We're gonna see if you do it.
Carrier has arrived.
Little as Mapo. That's actually probably a longer name than the longest. Oh, actually, it's your choice, Swag. Odyssey. Swagger is a Protoss, right? Swagger was born to be friends with everyone. I agree with that. Yep, Protoss. Purple.
Carrier has arrived.
Go. Heck to me. Thank you for the follow. And honestly, with all these carriers having arisen, arrived? Can someone in chat tell me the past tense of arrive? English is the only language I speak, but that doesn't mean I do it very well. In the top left, spawning as the blue Zerg for CXMP, it is Vivid. And as the purple Protoss for PsyX, it is Swagger. Nice wall off at the low ground and a 14 scout. Arrive a Dead? I like that, Donnan. I'm gonna go with that. Cometh. Isn't that like a command though? Like cometh here? And Swagger? What? Not wanting the hatch block. Wait, what? What? I don't understand. Did he think this was a 12 pool? Is this gonna be a... Okay, so this is a cannon rush, but with a gateway. So is it also a pylon rush? I mean, this is a 6 spot, by the way. Like, there's no way Vivid will be able to kill this cannon, and this hatchery will have to be cancelled, without a doubt. You can just throw it on the sideboard and expand.
Carrier has arrived.
Galapo. This is a hashtag dank build. I mean, this essentially turns into like
Carrier has arrived.
Cluckative, thank you. This is like a Forge Fast expand, right? It's sort of ridiculous. It's a ridiculous way of going about it, but he can just
Carrier
expand.
has arrived.
Gary is horrible. I don't know who Gary is, but I'll give him the message that he's a bad dude. You know what I would love if Swagger just took this gold. I know he's just scouting for it, but that would be so sick. What? Oh, this is actually so smart. So, the answer to a cannon rush is Ravagers, right? So, if they only build one cannon at your base, they're going to be relying on cannons for the defense, so then you can proxy hatch Ravager rush them. Now this is going to get scouted, but one Zealot is not enough. He's gonna... This is funny. He's gonna pylon rush this hatch. Good micro out of Swagger. And I don't think this hatch is gonna finish. I mean, he's gonna overcharge, right? Yeah. Kill all the lings. Even, might get that Overlord? Yep. Supply blocking him. This hatch is not going to finish. And I like this very much. One Ravager does go down. This is super tense. Oh, that's close. He can really only take one more Ravager Bile at this point. Dodges out of the way, very important. And he's just gonna be able to target this for days. The Stargate on the way, very good response. A Void Ray would be so helpful. And he might overcharge. Yep, gonna overcharge this pylon. Drive the roaches back, get a couple of good hits. Chrono out this Void Ray. And Void Ray, one Void Ray will beat one Queen. If he can get, I mean, even a little bit of damage will help. Right, Swagger is not at any risk of getting supply blocked. Fortunately for him, oh, but that would be nice if he does not lose this.
Carrier has arrived.
Thank you, GGG boy. This follower train has been sick today. Double Stargate. Probably the last overcharge. He started stepping this Void Ray. He knows that one Queen kills... no, one Void Ray kills one Queen. And now... But... he needs to take out this Queen as well. The added DPS from the Mothership Core will help. It goes down. These are depowered though. So it's all up to these two air units. Unless Swagger makes a big micro mistake. There's almost no way for him to lose these. But will he lose too many probes in the process? He has nothing to buffer for them. 9 probes have already gone down. No expansion though. This is totally all in from Vivid at 20 workers. I mean, this Void Ray will have 3 Spine Crawlers coming down. Spine Crawlers decimate Void Rays. Oh, this is important. Not attacking. And I mean, this Queen. Yep, GG. And this Swagger, our last hope, unfortunately falls. Tries for a little bit of cheese himself, and is then counter-cheesed. Yeah, the Stargate was a bit late. GG, well played all. Thank you everyone for watching tonight. And thanks for all the follows.
Carrier has arrived.
And the rain from Daunted. Alright, well, this
Carrier has arrived.
Jeff the Killer, thanks for the follow, and whoever followed before him. So, CXMP will take this clan war.
Carrier has arrived.
Snap, Crack, Rock, thank you for following. A nice, crisp name there. Rolls off the tongue. And the Nidus. The Nidus unfortunately hosting our stream just as it's gonna come to an end tonight. So thanks again for all the followers. Everyone from Nidus, you can follow us. We do clan wars multiple times a week. We also participate in the Nidus, the ATL. We have a ton of events running on this Twitch all the time with a bunch of casters. So I will see all you guys later, probably again this week.
Carrier has arrived.
And thank you, one last follow from 153 Sleek. I will see you guys next time.
Carrier has arrived.